Starting in a second. Just want to finish the song. Also, this is a really long song, actually. I don't know how I feel about it. We shall figure it out. Hi, Ben. We are good. Shaking, and I was bored, so I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'ma do this. How are you, Ben? Nice background music. Never mind, I hate the song. Okay. Hi. Face looks all weird and shit. Bones are all crunchy. We shall be starting soon. We're gonna play Doki Doki with Did I spell that wrong? I don't know if I did. I can't tell. We're gonna play Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, I have played this a little bit. Just for like 10 minutes maybe. Not that long. But I've seen gameplays on it, watched Markiplier play, obviously. I think Jacksepticeye also. You know, I've seen, case in point, I've seen videos on it. And, you know, it's a very cute game, really excited. I hope that it works. Because last time, I tried to play Minecraft and it was all laggy and shit. I mean, I don't think that this one will be laggy because I see no reason for it to be laggy. Also, it doesn't, like, move much. I almost opened the wrong game. That would have been bad. Probably should have opened it first. I didn't think about that. One day, I will play. Okay, then. Oh, I feel like that's loud. I can't tell how loud that is. Okay. Is that loud? Maybe we'll just... Okay then. I'm an idiot and I clicked the wrong button. Let me not do what I just did again, because I'm stupid. Music volume. There we go. Thank you. Okay. Now. Let me open the right thing. Okay. There we go. Yes. I know what I'm doing. I stream. I do this. Yes, that is me. Should I move my box? I think it's fine. Okay. Let's hope that it's not laggy, and let's hope that everything works well. I don't know how long I'll be playing for. We're just gonna load in a new game. I clicked through very quickly, I'm so sorry. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. My mind just went completely blank. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, oh my god. Starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. That's so fair. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. How rude of me. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha! Ha! I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Sorry. Bye, Ben. Have fun. Talk to you later. Okay, then. Maybe only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Oh my god, that's me. Yeah, I said my name is Bodhi. My name is Bodhi. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Bodhi. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, fine. Honestly, I would not mind being a couple with Sayori. She kinda bad, not gonna lie. I'm kidding. No, I'm not. But you didn't wait for me after all. I guess he didn't have you to be mean even if you wanted to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Ehehe. Love, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Bodhi, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. 'Cause clubs, those are for boring people. Who in their right mind would join a club? How cringe. I'm not in any clubs. I don't know why. We have clubs at my school. I just don't. Like, the idea of going to a club is weird to me. You told me you would join a club this year. I don't think I paused my background music, but it's fine. It's quiet. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she says, what she's going on about. Words are fun. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content on getting by. Perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Jesus Christ. Talking is difficult. Games and anime. Because who plays games? That's so weird. Games and anime? Cringe. That never. Could not be me. Let me just reply to this person. And let me quickly just... There we go. Sorry. Posting my Instagram. Okay. Also, go follow my Instagram. Socializing skills before college. So you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. I mean, this girl, there's a pandemic. Aw, your happiness is really important to me, you know. Aw, Sayori. You whore. And I know you're happy, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. What's a NEET? What the fuck does that mean? What's a NEET? I'll look it up later. You trust me, right? Not really. Don't make me keep worrying about you. I really just want to click through this so fast. Well, you at least promise me you'll try a little. Yay! Weird ass pose. Weirdo. Even let myself relent to her. What's relenting? Okay then. Don't know what relenting means. I guess seeing her worry so much makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. Don't do my homegirl like that. It's over before I know it, because school is boring and it sucks. No one likes school, fuck school. I hate school. Ounce of motivation. Clubs. Grug. Grug. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. You're impressed? I think Sayori's preying on my downfall. She has a club? I wonder what club that is. Yeah. Meanie. She's so weird. Literature club. Literature. Doki Doki literature. What is Doki Doki? Like, what does that mean? Anime club. Sayori, don't keep promises that you don't make promises that you can't keep. Don't keep promises you can't make. You stupid bitch. Ah, Natsuki and her cupcakes. Thanks, Natsuki. Love her. Exactly. Well, like I said, don't make promises you can't keep. Just for anyone. It's dumb. Don't do that. Yay! Today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I would do that anyways. I am simply built different. Haha. Oh! Also, I didn't mention this earlier, but I'm gonna be changing my hair. Did I hit this? I'm gonna be changing my hair color. Let me not play Shivers. Great song, don't get me wrong. Love puns, great song. Not gonna play Shivers. But yeah, I'm gonna be changing my hair color. So right now it is like red. Where's my flashlight? It's like red. Or it's like faded, so it's more like pink. But I'm gonna be dyeing it purple. And gonna be doing it tomorrow, so after this I'm gonna go remove this color from my hair and then go dye it purple. And really the only reason that I'm able to dye it purple right now is because basically my school wants to start going back to campus next week, and Friday is my day, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna go. Like, I don't see the point in going. Like, it's dumb. My dad was like, you should get outside the house. You never leave your room. Go see your friends. I was like, why do that if I'm still gonna have classes on Zoom, and it's like a half day. Like, it's from 8:30 to like 12:30. Like, why would I go? It's dumb. But he's like, if you go, like, I'll let you buy clothes and like dye your. And I was like, plus if I'm gonna go, I want to dye my hair before. And he's like, I'll buy you the hair dye, like, go, you have to go, like, I'll get everything for you. I was like, okay, if you really want to do that. So I'm dyeing my hair. The dye is coming tomorrow. I got the color remover today. Anyways. Yeah. Okay, that's it. That's all I wanted to say. It's too quiet. Okay. There we go. Just like that. I got the sugars. New member. Do. Hello, Yuri. I mean, Girl 1. Of course, that's her name. Her name is Girl 1. Yep, that's me. A boy. I am such a boy. Me and my boy. I have a massive dick. My huge huge schlong. 'Cause I'm a boy. You see this beard? A boy has this beard. Way to kill that atmosphere. Sorry, Natsuki. Hi, Monica. Hi, Monica. All words escape me in this situation. Yep, all of them incredibly cute. All of them. I am not biased at all. All of them are so cute. I love all of them, and they're all adorable. All of them are amazing. On a completely different note, Raven was my favorite in Teen Titans. If you catch my drift, if you see what I am circling, if you point the circle, see the circle, want me, get circle, get women, get girls. All their little poses are so weird, like the little thing, like a... I just hear shivers in the background. What is this? What's her kid? How's she... Natsuki. Why is her hand... It's weird as hell. Humph. Name apparently Natsuki. When I don't recognize her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. This is college. So that'd be... Oh. Freshman? Cupcakes. Hey, Sayori. Oh my god, she's moody. Natsuki, full of energy. Thank you so much, Natsuki. Yuri. Hey, queen. Hey. Hi, Yuri. Yuri, if we want, we could totally do some arts and crafts. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. With her massive tits? No way. I need to shut the fuck up. People are just... Jesus Christ. Fucking cousins texting me. Oh my god. Ah, yes. Back to the game that I'm playing. This game, I'm sweating. Okay, nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monica. Yes, I know Monica so well. Me and Monica are best friends. I get along with Monica so well. It's crazy how well we get along together. I love Monica. Only Monica. Just Monica. Anyways. That's right. Me and Monica, homies. Great to see you again. What the fuck? The way she just like springs into that pose is so funny. Smile sweetly. How do you sweetly smile? We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was pretty popular in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league, because I'm dating all of these women. They all love me. Having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. In case you can't tell, I read fanfiction. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry. Oh, wait. Let me... There we go. Okay. That's better now. I'll have to keep moving it. I'll find a place where it works. Sorry. I got a little too excited. Oh, but now Yuri's there. Jesus Christ. Where can I... They're just gonna make it smaller. Yeah. That's fine. Then how about I make some tea as well? That way you could see all the girls up there. Ooh. You just arranged to form a table. Mentioned wide enough so there's a space next to Monica and one next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens a closet. Still feeling awkward on my knee, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Oh, her smile's so cute. Look at her. I love her. Ooh, ah! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. I love cats so much. I want a cat so badly. I want a cat. I want a cat. I'm gonna try to get a cat. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Monica's making direct eye contact. That's so scary. Yeah, well, you know, just hurry and take one. Her little thing right there. Like, you see it? Sayori goes in first and Monica, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcakes around my finger looking for the best angle to take a bite. She's quiet. Can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this before? It's not like I made them for you or anything. You just happen to be the new one. New member. I didn't know. The weird angst hair flip. Just a, huh. Not for you, you know, dummy. Dismissed the conversation. Yuri returned. Why are there so many people texting me right now? Flipping my phone over. Fuck you. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. Words are so difficult. Hey, Yuri. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry. The teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you really enjoy a book? I am struggling so much. Help you enjoy a good book. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Eh? That's not. Insulted Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. 'Cause I'm a man, I don't read. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. I need to paint my nails. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. Well, make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president, I feel like she would. As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decide to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Haha, well, you know. She wanted to be just Monica. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. It encouraged others to get into literature. I can't say literature. Literature. Then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really... Oh my god, they're like holding hands down here. Look. Next to history. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. And I'm surprised there are more people in the club already. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Yeah, who would put in so much effort to start something new that they'd never done before? That's so weird. Anyways, follow me. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like... I'm just gonna start skipping over the word because I can't read it. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. And I am. Follow me. But it makes school events like festivals that much more important. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. It's amazing how people can work together, and the community of this group is just, it's all amazing. Why is she grabbing her hair? Monica must really have worked hard worked really hard just to find these three. Holy shit. Reading. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted about the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Bodhi, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? Actually, I have a bunch of manga. Not in this house, but at my mom's. My brother gave it to me. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. What? Manga? You... like... anime? Surely not. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Why is she blushing? Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep, complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Ria goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds herself comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of their own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I'm not that dumb. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Wow. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes started over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Aloud, and give that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything is due is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aww, I want to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. What the fuck's that word? Let's all go home and write a poem of our own, and the next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Really bring it all together. Pack it in a nice little cup. Put it in a box, fold that box, flip it around, turn it upside down, and put it in all together. We're all friends here. Strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Bodhi? Monica smiles warmly at me again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly came forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. Oh, wow. They're all so pretty. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought, Bodhi. Aw, you all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That's it. If writing poems every day is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay. Choking. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join I'll join the club. One by one, the girl's eyes lit up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori, speaking is so difficult. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Ah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Bodhi, I look forward to see how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me. I'm gonna save here. I think it's from the other game. I don't know. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Bodhi, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure. Might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Look at their eyes. They're all so pretty. Oh my god. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer. Oh my god. Have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Reading is so fucking hard. Alright. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will not be the last thing of that. And it starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you'll think your favorite club member were like. Something good happens to whoever likes the poem the most. Usually I go for Yuri because I really like Yuri. I'll just bounce around to all of them. Milk. 17. There we go. Toss your dirty shoes in my washing machine hot. Hi again, Bodhi. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ahahaha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone's already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Bodhi. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into the literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you just plan to come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the classroom. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. The first time that I played this for myself and I saw the 3 M's, I literally just read it as instead of just m. Like I read, I'm dumb. Manga's literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Bodhi will always give his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. That little thing in the corner, so cute. I'm so happy with it. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy. It's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Bodhi can become good friends too. Sayori, is it the day after Valentine's Day? 15? Friends are texting, things are being sent. Oh my god. Friends talking about slow burn, I don't... As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know. But wait, Sayori, me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. Ugh, what do I do? They're so dumb. I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you was a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal of it if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. She reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I don't want you to feel left out. Thank you. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she think I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Enthusiastically. Phew. Well, you can read at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yori's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression if she is waiting for the chance. I want brownies so badly. Meanwhile, oh my god, I have those cookies. I'm gonna eat those after. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. What's she getting in the closet? I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a bit more, but at the same time I feel bad for distracting her from her reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. The music change scared me. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks in there, glance at me, our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in the book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I want to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. No, that's so weird. Who would do that? That's so creepy. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister, but as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison, and while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationship, and her life starts to fall apart. How sad. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Bodhi? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories. So don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri was into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just those kinds of stories. They challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil. Reading was so difficult just then. But because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. What time is it? I'm sorry. It's almost 8. I'm sorry. Don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess that's alright then, but I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. I want to fuck you so hard that I can't walk. Sorry, that was the book talking, not me. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Ha. Did she end stream and restream? Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, if it's fine if I sit here, right? I slipped into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to, it's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Just let me know if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I opened the book and started the prologue. I don't understand the point of a prologue in a story. It just doesn't make sense to me. I spilled water. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. I mean, she has massive tits. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? Good background song. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's and hold my Hold my book until it's between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. She's so fucking pretty. I just got lipstick all over my hand. Yo. Yo. Pause. We're staring for a second. Yes. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Look at her hands! Oh my god. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides her thumb under it and flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me because of her massive tits. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second because of her massive tits. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it at my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning the page almost feels like an intimate exchange. I mean, my thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri? This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second-guesses all the things she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I could see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment, but Bodhi, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were so self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant it's kind of cute. Why are you saying this all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. Monica. Yeah. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you only prefer if I read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright! I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in this book and slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing, because I'm a man. I really couldn't find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a conversation notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Quick save. I'm gonna go with Yuri because my poem's more directed to her. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Eh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Fuck. Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. I, he's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Eh? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Ahaha. Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. Why is my foot wet? This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She chases her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just there are specific writing habits that are used typically in new writers. And been having through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two words together. The end result is that both the style and the word and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone. She sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might just take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if the rare opportunity for her, which itself was kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? That sounded paper so weird. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Wow. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. Actually, I think your handwriting is very pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. She usually writes smut fan fiction. Are you into ghost, Yuri? Huh? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Bodhi. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts and feelings and experiences into their work. They usually do more than just tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. I didn't get ghosts at all, honestly. I don't know how I don't... Ghost? Where? Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. And that's a lot more solemn, put it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing, really. Yours is impressive, too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I really enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Bodhi. Me too. We'll do Natsuki. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. I just didn't invoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? Yes. I'll pass. Sigh. Well, anyways, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. It's different from other girls. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. So true. Period, queen. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. It's different from other people. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your messages any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Eagles can fly. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. The other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme in the end, but I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro, bitch. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should I show my poem to next? We'll do Monica. Hi, Bodhi. Having a good time so far? Ah, yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we could do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring it up, okay? Alright. I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow than it until I'm more settled in. Anyways, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Bodhi. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But that's the sort of barrier we'll have to learn to get past soon if we could continue to be a happy, healthy family. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Please, take it. Great job, Bodhi. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. Oh! That scared me. Hi, welcome. Thanks for the follow. Hi, that's, holy shit, that scared me. Hello, welcome. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put some effort. That's actually kind of smart. See, that's what I do for tests. I think of it as like, oh, I'm gonna fail, like I'm doing awfully, like I failed this, I'm gonna get kicked out of school, and then I always end up doing better than I think I am. It's all about mindset. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Yeah. Anything for my wife. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, he likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. I am having so much trouble reading. It could take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learning by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot too. I wish I could do different voices. That'd be so cool. I might try to learn how to do different voices so that I could give them each like a different voice and like have their characters be more separated. Because the only thing I could do is make my voice like sound softer, but I'm not very good at going deeper or higher. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you best. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Definitely not. Why would you want to impress any of them? Because it's just me. It's just Monica. Only me. It's me, Monica. Anyways, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Here's just the only one with a scroll. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with the permanent coffee of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. That sounds terrifying and I have no clue what that means. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What is the inspiration behind this one? Well, wait. I just realized her poem, he is like, or like she thought that she was on the outside, but she's looking, she's on the inside looking out, and he is on the outside looking in. We are he. She knows he. She knows we're looking. I mean, obviously she knows we're looking. You know what I mean. I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Thanks so much, Monica. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated, oh my fucking god, too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up after. Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll get a dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That is so true. I mean, most things are done on the computer now, but if you just keep typing and you'll just like hearing the like sound of clicking, you just like tricks your brain, you just start thinking of things. Although for me it helps to just like stare at it and then go back and let's go again. Just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Oh, I showed them to all of them? Interesting. Who should I send my poem to next? There's only one person left, so Sayori. This is a good poem, Bodhi. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who'd be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. That's why it impressed me. But, well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really part of this club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Definitely not, no. I'm a part of this club because I wrote a poem. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See, it's like I said before, Bodhi. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. I never said I was selfish, but okay. Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah? I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me get out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No! Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Ah, yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. That's so true. Monica is the best. She's only Monica. Just Monica. Monica, her best is the best. Yeah. Next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. My mouth hurts from my braces. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange a sheet of paper. Sheet of paper, sharing their respective poems. As if they read in tandem, I watch their expression change. Okay. Natsuki's brows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Bodhi did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change it anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Bodhi liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member. That's not what Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Bodhi appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would have deliberately gone on my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ooh. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I was the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Bodhi started showing up. Her and her massive mommy milkers. Natsuki, this doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned to me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Bodhi, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making all your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Bodhi. But wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey the complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, but it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Bodhi? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with will probably think more highly of me. So of course that's gonna be Help me, Sayori. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Yeah! Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you just keep fighting when you know your friend's feeling like this? Bodhi. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair it's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori was to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that's making her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes— Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? But because, well... Also, Natsuki's cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. What the fuck? Big and beautiful. Sayori. Sayori stands up triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president, I whispered to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing. Kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess it just means that Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but she's weirdly suspicious. But sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see yourself get hurt. That would suck if something happened to her. Oh god, I really hope that doesn't. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing a knot and causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How do you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Bodhi, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was neat. It was a neat thing to talk. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow, and maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, if they learned a little more about the kinds of poem everyone likes, with any luck, that means I could do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination. Bodhi, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew. You know what, Bodhi? It's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Sigh. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder, and I said that to myself. Myself more than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna save here. And I think this is where I'm gonna call it. That was a lot of fun. I had a really good time streaming today. This is this is the longest I've streamed so far. It's been an hour and 28 minutes. So that was a lot of fun. I do plan on playing some other games. I have Five Nights at Freddy's. I played that for the first time last night. I finished night 1. It's fucking terrifying. But that was a lot of fun. I'm probably gonna play Franbo sometime. And I also have Missed Messages that I'm gonna try to do. And another game called Cats Are Liquid that I'm probably gonna do at some point. But other than that, last time I tried to do Minecraft, it was really laggy. So I'm gonna try to fix that and then play Hypixel. Or go on the server that I'm on. But I'm also so shit at Hypixel, so... like, I suck. It's just bad. But, where's my music? Yeah, so... probably gonna do that. I don't know when I'll stream next. It might be tomorrow, but... oh, if it's tomorrow, then you'll see my new hair. If not, it'll be sometime next week, because I have school. I might try to make it more of, like, a weekend thing. Oh, today's Monday. I don't know. But, yeah, this was a lot of fun. that's the furthest I've gotten in Doki Doki, and I'm really excited to continue playing. So, thank you all so much for coming, and so much for watching up to here. Thank you for the new follower. I wish I could see who it was. Let me try to see who that was, because I feel bad that I can't read who followed. Oh my god. It just started playing. That was so scary. Okay. Where is it? Oh, I never changed from just chatting. Oops. Oh, they might have unfollowed. Okay, well, that's fine. Yeah, so that was a lot of fun. And, I'm gonna try to keep improving as I stream more. So, yeah. Thank you all so much for coming, and I will now be ending stream. The VOD will be up on my VOD's YouTube channel. It's just called Blips VODs. You could just search it up right on YouTube. I'm pretty sure it's in my, about the panels. Also join my Discord. It's a lot of fun there. There's not many people on it because I just started, but you know, I'm really excited to see where this takes me. Oh, it's Road Trip. Great ending song. Remember to drink water, eat some food. Tides in the ocean, at least I think, or am I dead wrong? And have a good rest of your day or night. I'm gonna read someone. Bye. Thank you all so much for coming. See you next time.